Hello, friends. Today, we're taking you on a journey to a country known as an economic powerhouse, where a nation's hard work has transformed its destiny, a country that's home to one of the world's wonders. Yes, today we begin our exploration of China. In this video, we'll delve into China's fascinating history, its rich culture, and some surprising facts that will surely enhance your knowledge. Stick around till the end to witness the beauty of China that might just compel you to visit. So let's embark on this splendid journey to China. The official name of this country is the People's Republic of China. With a population of 1.425 billion, China is the most populous country in the world. In terms of area, it spans 9.6 million square kilometers, making it the fourth largest country globally. About 61% of its population lives in cities, while 39% reside in rural areas. China is a young nation with an average age of 38 years. The capital, Beijing, is one of the world's most famous cities. China has a unique way of doing things. For instance, soldiers wear pins on their collars to keep their necks straight, ensuring they never slouch. This practice is part of military training. The Chinese are known as masters of replication. Almost anything can be found as a replica in China, including fake IDs. China produces 70% of the world's phones and is also the largest gold producer, generating around 404 tons annually. When it comes to food, the Chinese eat almost everything: dogs, cats, rats, and even bats. Noodles, however, remain a favorite. Chinese people speak their language wherever they go, giving it great importance, and they don't chase after English. They are known for accomplishing what seems impossible to others. The largest city in China is Shanghai, the country's commercial and industrial hub. Did you know that toilet paper originated in China? It was initially created for the use of emperors. China gained independence on October 1, 1949, 2 years after the U.S. was founded. This independence is celebrated with great zeal. The U.S. was among the first countries to recognize China, and for this reason, China stands by the U.S. in times of need. The first plane to land in China after independence was also from the U.S. China shares its borders with 14 countries, including the United States, Afghanistan, Russia, and India. In the field of sports, China is at the forefront, and it holds veto power in the United Nations. China is also a member of the G20. About 70% of the population speaks Chinese. The currency used in China is the yuan, which is relatively stronger compared to the US dollar. Economically, China has made tremendous progress. The world's second tallest building, the Shanghai Tower, is in China, standing at 632 meters with 128 floors. Its elevator is the second fastest in the world, moving at 21 meters per second. Companies like Alibaba, Huawei, China Mobile, Xiaomi, Haier, and the popular app TikTok are all Chinese. The current political system in China is a socialist republic. The current president, Xi Jinping, holds significant power. China's parliament, with around 3,000 members, represents people from every corner of the country. For example, Jackie Chan represents the film industry. This is the largest parliament in the world. The Communist Party has been in power since the country's founding. The world's largest wholesale market is in Yiwu, China, known as the International Trade City. People from all over the world come to this city to buy goods, and the variety is overwhelming. The Chinese are heavily invested in business, with 52.2% of the population not following any religion. Following them are adherents of folk religions at 21.9%, Buddhists at 18.2%, Christians at 5.1%, Muslims at 1.8%, Hindus at 0.1%, and Jews at 0.1%. In Hunan province, there is a tradition where, at the beginning of the new year, men carry their wives and run. The Chinese New Year begins on February 10th, and in the Chinese calendar, months are named after animals, with 2024 being the year of the dragon. We're often shown that China and the US are major rivals, but they are also each other's biggest trading partners. Have you ever wondered where the kite came from? It was invented in China and was used during wars to scare enemies, later becoming a popular festival in the US. China has over 23,000 dams, including the world's fourth largest, the Three Gorges Dam. Have you ever heard of the richest village in the world? It's called Huaxi Village in China, where every resident has assets worth over $4 million, and the village even has its own airport. China's traditions are as unique as its people. Marriages usually happen at the age of 22, and the color red holds significant importance in Chinese culture. The groom wears red, and the color is prominent in all wedding rituals. Like in the US, wedding dates are set, and there's a Mayun ceremony where the bride stays indoors. China also has a dowry tradition. The groom goes to the bride's house to seek permission for marriage, lifts the bride on his shoulders to the car, and then they perform long ceremonies at the wedding hall. Tears are shed during the send-off, and rice is thrown just like in American weddings. China's GDP is 1752 trillion, and its people have a high annual income. When talking about China, the Great Wall must be mentioned. This wonder of the world stretches 5,000 kilometers, but the most popular section for tourists is near Beijing, where a train service is available. A plaque near the Great Wall, written in Chinese and English, proudly states that the US helped in building part of this wall. China's history dates back over 5,000 years, with civilization beginning near the Yellow River, the world's sixth longest river at 5,400 kilometers. Many philosophical movements originated in China, with Confucianism being the most influential. Confucius's two most followed philosophies are that every person is inherently good if they follow ethics and respect their elders. The Chinese take these beliefs so seriously that they began ancestor worship, honoring their parents as deities. China's name comes from the ancient Qin dynasty, once the ruling family of the land. Today, China is one of the richest countries globally, but just 40 years ago, 90% of its population lived in poverty. However, under Deng Xiaoping's leadership, who became president in 1976, China transformed, reducing poverty to less than 1% within 30 years. The key policies included providing complete support to farmers and factories and investing heavily in education. China's literacy rate has risen from 65% to 99.83% today. Education has been the driving force behind China's development, just as it is in other developed nations like the US. While China is synonymous with trade, it is also a major tourist destination. Did you know that 80 million people visit China every year? You can't see all of China in one trip, but let's highlight some must-see spots. Visitors often start in Beijing, where the Great Wall is the main attraction. Along with towering buildings, Beijing is home to many historic sites that reflect China's rich history and culture, with the Forbidden City being the most famous. China has an excellent transportation system, with trains, buses, and subways readily available. You'll also find vending machines everywhere, offering a variety of food and drinks, saving people time. For shopping, Shanghai is a must-visit. Guangzhou City offers a glimpse into modern Chinese life. And if you're not afraid of heights, a trip to Zhangjiajie is essential to test your limits. Wow! China is packed with so many amazing sights, it's hard to cover them all in just one video. If you had fun with us today, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and keep that adventurous spirit alive until we see you next time. Bye for now.